Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. 50 Cent has declared war on Big Meech. He put up a post. I'm giving to you so you understand. He said the biggest mistake that Meech ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cohen. Then he went on to say, her tell-all documentary reveals the truth. And we know there's been speculation. Did Meech use third-party corporation to tell? I'm going to give you a couple of rides on how I learned about third-party corporation. This is a gangster channel, and we deal with gangsters and people that want to know about a gangster so that hopefully the end result is they'll be, what's that? You know, pulled away from wanting to be a gangster. You don't want to wind up like me, a big old dumb dude made millions of dollars, went through these two hands here, and I'm sitting here on YouTube wasting my time talking to a bunch of people that they call rat bastards and trolls, you know? And normally, no disrespect, but it is a disrespect, those are the ones that wear flip-flops in public. But anyway, subscribe to my daughter Unique Mecca Audio YouTube channel, Unique Mecca Audio Prison Story YouTube channel, and Mecca Audio TV YouTube channel. I got so much crap going on, I don't even know. All that from a kingpin slinging 25 keys a day on YouTube with 4 channels. But I need y'all to subscribe and keep it gangster so I ain't got to go back to pulling out the pistol. All right now, but we're going to deal with this, right? This is what 50 Cent posted today. And under the caption where the statement that I just mentioned, it said the biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cohen. Her tell-all docuseries reveals the truth. So this is a question to y'all watching. How many of y'all believe the truth that Meech did not tell? Put it in the comments. How many of y'all feel that he did use Tammy Cohen to tell with the 3-party corporation? Put that in the comments. We're going to have a real debate here, and we're going to be respectful. We're not going to go off. I'm not going to, make my decision on none of this, but I'm just listening, and I heard all this, and I read a lot. I read some of the paperwork in it. Yeah. So I read enough to know what's going on, but right now is not the time for me to reveal where I'm standing because, what I'm saying back in the other day, bad boys moving in silence. So man, I just sit back and I'm just making a run of them out on YouTube and doing a local thing, and then me come out and, me give you what real bad boy do. I saw where I gone, it's the gangster channel. But 50 Cent posted a rat. That's the ultimate disrespect. And the only reason I'm doing this video because this is a fact. This is like paperwork. So 50 started the paperwork party and he's calling him, a rat. Now, we're going to ride. Now, if this was in the prison, right? We're going to take this to the prison, right? Because I like 50 Cent. I like the way he fight. And I deal with my man that deal with him real good. But I'm going to keep it 100, right? If this was in the prison, right? And a dude called you a rat, like how 50 is calling Meech a rat. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I'm just going off what the post say, what I interpret. You know what I mean? So that's my subliminal interpretation, right? So now, man, call you a rat in the joint. And now it's up to you to stand up to that man when he call you a rat. You understand what I'm saying? And you confront that man, whether it's with straight violence, no talk, whatever, not promoting violence, just telling you what happened in the prison. And I know Meech know because he was in the prison. You know what I mean? But that's the ultimate disrespect for a man to call you a rat. Now, even if it's, you know, and I'm not saying that 50 is no rat, so that's not what I'm saying, because I know you got the rat bastards, but I'm just explaining to you how the penitentiary work. Even if that's a rat trying to put it out that, you know, you a rat, and let's say you wasn't a rat, because they have that a lot of times in the prison where dudes that's a rat, when a dude come to the compound that know that the rat's a rat, the rat turns around and calls the stand-up man a rat. As soon as he get there, the rat already knows everybody on the compound, so 9 times out of 10 they're gonna roll with him. Then they're gonna tell dude he gotta show his paperwork. Then when he show his paperwork, so that he stand up, and then he revealed that the other dude is a rat, and then he gets what we call airlifted out the prison. This is what going on in the prison with this type of thing, right? So I just want y'all to really understand, you know, my viewers, because you come here to get a gangster's opinion. So now, when that happened and he produces paperwork, show that he's straight, it's his obligation, it's his duty to go put that joint in him. I'm not promoting violence. I'm just telling you how the prison work. This is a prison story. So I'm not promoting anything. So let's get that straight. I am not promoting anything. I'm just doing an educational tutorial to explain to you how the prison work when you call somebody a rat. Because now this has got real deep. Meech is labeled as a stand-up man, a legend, and so on. Now here it is, another man calling him a rat in the joint. He got to put his joint in him. That's how it works in the joint. But out here in the street, they have something called social media, you know, and they go back and forth on social media. But real men don't go back and forth. So a man accuse you, you know what you got to do. So I'm just saying that to say that, you know, we don't know where Meech's mentality is at if he's on penitentiary time, let's say. But what I'm asking is, and I can't even ask, I got, you know, this is something right now where I don't get involved until all the facts is proven. Because this is the ultimate disrespect right here. When a stand-up man call you a rat, now it's up to you to defend your honor. Meech, you know that you was in prison, not promoting violence. I'm just want the youth to understand that that's why they don't want to choose this path to be on the street, because to defend your honor is to, even though you just came home, go right back to prison, you know what I mean, for doing something you ain't supposed to do, you know? That's what defending your honor is. So this video is a tutorial that the youth to really understand that 50 has just painted Meech in a box. That real men and on the street, if he don't clarify that and stand up for his manhood, then no one is going to respect him. And that's how the street works. But the social media will defend him if that's what it is. Not saying that he's a rat, not saying none of that, not giving my opinion. That's not what this video is about. I'm not up here calling him a rat because I don't have the paperwork, I don't have the facts, so I'm not going to interject. But 50 got Tammy Cohen, who's the one who set up the deal with the dude Cuffy that's locked up. And his people reached out to me too, but I didn't have all the facts to get involved, and I don't just get involved to get involved. I just get involved to let y'all know the line that we go down so that nobody could say they never heard it. If they say they never heard it, you share this video with them. And matter of fact, subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, Unique Mecca Audio, spelled Junita, Mecca Audio. All right, and you know, Unique Mecca Audio, prison stories, and Mecca Audio TV. But anyway, so Tammy Cohen is this chick, right? Well, let's ride. Tammy Cohen is the girl that they said set up Cuffy in order to use that credit, yeah, that credit, to get Big Meech out, right? I'm gonna explain to you where that credit come from and how I learned that, because we riding. You're not gonna get better content than what I'm giving you here. And the crazy part is, because I'm still alive, you got the rat bastards that's hating, you know, flip-flop wearing in public trolls. You got all that going on. But that's why I fire my gunshots at them, because I can't stand them. You know what I mean? But anyway, right? So you got these rat bastards out there, right? And they do whatever it is they feel they need to do in order to get a view. But let me ride back to Tammy Cohen. You see how we ride? I just keep your mental riding with me right now, right? So Tammy Cohen's the one they said set up Cuffy, blah, 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 through Meech, and then said in the paperwork. I got the paperwork now. If y'all want me to actually break down the paperwork, y'all put it in the comments. You know what I mean? But I got the actual paperwork they talking about that solidifies everything, but I'm not going to speak on it at this moment. But in the things that I've read, certain other things and things like that, they basically said that the girl, Tammy, set up the dude Cuffy, and that Meech was telling the girl, just make sure my name not mentioned. So if that's true, and Meech was telling Tammy, just make sure my name is not mentioned when you go to tell and set up Cuffy. And now Tammy is in her body, allegedly, and working with 50 Cent to do a tell-all documentary. And you know what's crazy? 50's so smart, right? Yo, you got to give 50 a round of applause. You got to give 50 a round of applause, man. Stop it, man. It's from a gangster's point of view, man. Give 50 a round of applause, because even as Tammy is not vexed with Meech, even as Tammy is not going to do no tell-all documentary, just him putting it out there and the way social media work, everybody is going to say, oh, he's definitely a rat. And they're going to label their title right now based on them taking that 50 Cent actually got this girl to say that Meech told her to set up Cuffy in order to get out of prison, to get a time cut. And this girl may not even agree to work with 50 Cent. But the way social media work is, it's gone. You know what I mean? That information gone, baby. There's a million little shorts and everything else out about how 50 Cent got Tammy Cohen to say that Big Meech is a rat, but we don't know if this is true or not. Because we didn't hear from Tammy. That's why I said that you have to hear all the evidence before you make a choice and try and jump into certain things. But I do know that this is the ultimate disrespect. Meech put up this post, and under this post it read, I think I'm Big Meech. He put up a picture of a rat. He put up a picture of a rat. And he posted under it in the text saying the biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cohen. Could you believe that? Somebody just explain that to me, because I'm like really confused right now. He said the biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cohen. Her tell-all documentary series is telling the truth. Don't look at the 50 Cent page. That's all I'm doing, reporting on it, because I report on facts, and this is what 50 said, and this is what 50 posted, and that's the ultimate disrespect. But it's not a disrespect if he turns out to be a rat bastard. Then it's just a gangster busting his gun, letting him be known, like, let the men know that you're a rat. And that you're not a bastard. Because you know what a bastard is. So when they don't even know their father is. They're on both sides of the fence. Pick a side. Either you're a rat and you're admitting it, so we know how to deal with you, because we recognize and accept you as a rat. But that don't mean we agree with you or even acknowledge you as a rat. But now we know that you're physically a rat that comes around looking for some cheese to bring back to the government or the state to lock up another man in the street. So that's why we say rat bastard. Just so you understand. So 50 done laid you out, said he got your girl. She's going to tell the truth about how she allegedly did all this for you. Yo, Meech, it's not looking good right now, you know. But you already know that 50 Cent is one of the most vindictive entertainers we got out there. He went into Hollywood with a gangster vindictiveness that he wins at all times, the same way our great president went into the White House with that same New York aggressive, take charge, I won't lose, and this is what it is spirit. And, you know, and don't forget, Rick Ross had his share of troubles where they said that he was a CO, you know, and now Big Meech is home hanging out with a CO. That's what people's gonna say. I'm just giving it to you from a gangster's point of view, so y'all see what's going on. Here go Big Meech coming home hanging out with a CO. That's all it is. Big Meech is hanging out with the CO. And that's not to disrespect Rick Ross. I love his music. I love everything about Rick Ross. Like I said, I'm not picking sides. I'm just calling a spade a spade. You know what I mean? It's like I knew a lot of COs in the joint that did what they were supposed to do. Things was done and da-da-da, and everybody ate. But I'm not going to come home and hang out with them. You know what I mean? That was in there. We did what we call business because I know who you are and you know who I am. So I can't bring you as a CO amongst my men. It's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? Trust me, I'm not throwing a shot. I'm just keeping it 100, man. This is how the code works. This is how the street works. This is how the penitentiary works. You understand what I'm saying? But then again, you know what I mean? Rick Ross is no longer a correction officer, so he don't fall under that category. And I'm not defending Rick Ross for you rat bastards. I'm defending him. I'm just laying out the facts. Rick Ross is no longer correction officer. Maybe he couldn't deal with the way they was inhumanely treating the inmates, and he wound up quitting or did something to get fired or whatever reason. But he's no longer there, so he's no longer considered as a CO. Let me say that. So I don't want you to think that I was just saying that Rick Ross is hanging with a CO. You know what I mean? Because he's hanging with somebody who was a CO. If you got a crooked cop, you know what I mean? He was never a cop. He was crooked. You know what I mean? If you're not going straight, you're crooked. You know what I mean? That way it means you're not it. So for whatever reason, Rick Ross is no longer with the correction officers, but some people might play the hardball and say, once a correction officer, always a correction officer. You see, I just give you all the angles to this. That's all I'm doing is just giving you the angles how it works. You know what I mean? And y'all sit here, y'all debate it in the comments and, educate each other. And then when you ready, you put up what topic you want me to speak on and I'll break it down. And if you got videos that you see that come across your feed, don't screenshot it to me. Send it to the link. My number is going to come up on the screen, 917-680-9091. Just send whatever videos you like to me to that link. I'll point out when the number come up. But that's where we at, Rob. So how do you think Meech's son is feeling right now? When theoretically, no disrespect to Meech, but theoretically, 50 did more for Meech's son than Meech did for his own son. And that's not a shot, that's just the reality. Because my children that was on welfare while I was locked up, the government did more for them than I did for them as a father. So I can take my responsibility. So don't think when I'm speaking the facts that it's shooting a shot. If another man lived with my child's mother while they raised my child together, then that means that that man did more for my children than I did for them. I gave them life. You know what I mean? But I wasn't a father. And a father is one who furthers one's education. A daddy just drop a nut, boop, and he feel good, he run off, never come back. But a father furthers one's education. See, I give you these jewels for these little shorts. Y'all better wake up, man. Don't wait till I'm dead to then say, oh, man, he was dropping jewels. Because you're scared to give a man his flowers while he's here. But I just told you straight up, a father's one who furthers one's education. But we're going to ride back. So 50 saying that he got Tammy Cohen. Tammy Cohen, you know what I mean, set up Cuffy, allegedly, to use that cut to get Big Meech out. Now I'm going to take you on the ride I want to take you on. We got to do while I'm in Lump Park. I'm going to talk a little fast now. I'm going to get in my zone. Like I said, like we around the little campfire. You know what I mean? How we set the garbage can on fire and throw the old planks and wood and cardboard boxes in the fire while we on, one of the avenues in New York and got the fire blaming everybody around and keeping warm, drinking our 40s and smoking blunts and chilling. I just took you back to the 80s and 90s. I love to do that because I love that feeling. So now we go back and we all out there and then all of a sudden now, dude just jumps out of nowhere and he says it like it is. He said, yo, could you believe such and such told? They be like, nah. But now I'm in the penitentiary because I'm riding. There's a dude while I'm in Lompoc. See, I'm all over the place, but I want you to stay with me because I always ride on point. And then get back to the point. All right. So now I'm in Lompoc, and there's a dude that's in the joint, and he's a couple of cells down. He's yelling out the window, and he keep yelling about the dark angels. So every night when the lights go out and they get real quiet, you got some dudes that might singing through the bars, and they singing old, Smokey Bandits ballads and the Temptations, the OJs, and they sing through the bars, right? And then you got the dudes that just yell through the bars. There's one dude that was always yelling down there about the dark angels. He said, remember, the lights is out. We're in Lompoc Penitentiary, and it's dark on the tier, and we locked in a cell, and here goes a man. He's yelling through the bars like you on a slave ship, and the dude is yelling like, where you from? And you say, Kintukomongo. You know what I mean? What language you speak? I speak the tribe Umjuba. I got to bring my man Supreme up here to tell about his book that he wrote with the black superheroes. But let me get back to riding where I'm at, right? So we over there, and dude is in there, and he's yelling about the dark angels, and he's telling us that the dark angels is a bunch of girls that he got on the street. They go around and they find prosecutors that's trying to lock up somebody big in the neighborhood, and the prosecutor let him know, if you help us get this person, we'll give the credit for whoever you tell on, the credit, for you setting up this person, being that you're not in any trouble, and we understand you're just trying to work off your loved one that's in jail's move. You know what I mean? Now, so they jump on it, right? And they give him the information. He tells them that, and now they know who it is. They lock him up, and then when he get convicted and sentenced, then they give that person a time cut. There was this dude saying that for $250,000. Right? I was in the joint, and you could actually stamp this story because there's people still alive because I'm still young and handsome. I'm only 60. Yeah, I'm just 60, right? Richard Pina, Richard Pina was there with us. But now Richard was upstairs. He might have already left. Richard was upstairs. He did 2 years upstairs. This when I was in the new part of the hole over in Lompoc. So Richard Pina wasn't there. Let me think who else was with them. We had a big brother from Texas that was there with us. We had a few DC brothers that was there. I'm gonna get in touch with them, see if they want to come on and talk about this story. But dude was talking about the Dark Angels, how they used the credit. He want to charge $250,000. A matter of fact, he told me that Richard Pina would know. He told Richard Pina and tried to offer it to Richard Pina, right? So Richard Pina told him, man, I wouldn't give you $1 for you to tell on another man to get me to get out of my time. He said, but Richard, you're doing life. And Richard Pina said, nah, I don't care about no doing life. You know what I mean? He said, my honor is what mean more to me, and I'm not going to bring another man in order to let me go free. And that's the way I felt. That's the way Richard felt. That's the way the other men that was there with us felt. And that's what it is. They was called the Dark Angels. You know what I mean? So what they really saying, right? Because remember, I told you I'm riding this, keep up. I know I'm all over the place to you, but I know where I'm at. That's where we at with Tammy Cohen. They're accusing Tammy Cohen of being a dark angel for Big Meech. You see, I just broke that down. They say that Tammy Cohen is a dark angel. And as a matter of fact, this kid was from, I'm even going to tell you where he's from because he wasn't no more than a rat bastard. He was from like Martinsville, Virginia or something. And he trying to tell us men to give him money or to treat him nicely, and he'll get his girls to set up somebody so that the court could give us a time cut. But mind you, let me let y'all know for a fact, anytime they file anything in the court, meaning if they get into that agreement and they file that agreement in the court, that agreement now becomes a part of the docket. And if it's not under seal, it will be sealed. And that's why when you look at people's cases and it said this and that is sealed, it's sealed for many reasons. It don't just mean they sealed because they're a rat. It might be sealed because they're a killer and they wanted to put in there that don't let him get around this person because he'll kill him because he told on the crew. You know what I mean? So there's different reasons why they seal it, but that's what it is. But bottom line that I'm saying is the information always come out, because even those sealed documents, remember before they redacted it, it was undacted and they already know what it is. So once you tell, man, that it's going to be out there. If you decide to work with the Dark Angels, however you do it, if what their legend meets to be true, there's paperwork on it, because these government, they keep a paperwork trail so that they could justify why they locked your ass up. They ain't trying to make it look like you didn't tell because they worried about what social media think or what your crew gonna think, because they can't just slide you back back into the crew. You have to work your rat bastard ass back into the crew. That's the way they work. But again, 50 posted a picture of a rat, and he wrote on it about the worst mistake Meech ever made was not being, loyal, to the young lady, Tammy Cohen. I'm not even going to give my opinion on either, but y'all heard enough. If y'all don't understand what time it is, I don't know what to tell you, man. Don't get involved in the game. You don't want to get caught up in this. This is not a good sight. And like I said, the worst thing you could do as a man is call another man a rat, because when you do that, you stand up to him. You calling him a bitch and everything else under the sun, man. That's what it means in the penitentiary. I'm just letting y'all know how real it is, so hopefully it deter you from wanting to go down that road. That's the word I was looking for, deter you. So that's all my videos is for, just to deter the people. Subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, Unique Mecca Audio, spelled Juanita, Mecca Audio, and Unique Mecca Audio, Prison Stories, and Mecca Audio, and Mecca Audio, and Mecca Audio. And let's get out of here.
Cheers, cheers, touch the crime, touch the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. Right. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squealing to the cops, Mecca Audio.